Welcome back to another episode of our Unknown to Icon series. We are the manager of Hemel Hempstead and we are currently in for Premier League. Actually, we go into our third season in for Premier League and our 12th season overall. In today's video, we are going to go through our summer signings. Have we done enough to carry on progressing? Our first season, we came in 17th. Then we went up a few more positions last season to 14th. Can we break the top 10? That's got to be our goal. Our first summer signing is Alexei Kolodov from Russia. He is 22 years old. I haven't decided where his best position is yet. Is he going to be a centre-back or is he going to be a defensive midfielder? I guess we will see how he performs. We brought him in from Spartak Moscow for a fee of £7.5 million. Now he has played 3 full seasons with Spartak Moscow in obviously the top tier of Russian football, and he has so far achieved 7.33, 7.56 and a 7.16. So I'm hoping he can produce those performances in the Premier Division. Looking at his stats and probably his best position as well, but who knows? I mean, if he plays bit part in defence midfield and gets rid of DiMaggio, then happy days, because I love some of his stats. So tackling 16, passing could be better, especially if we want to push him up the field a bit more, plus ball playing defender kind of needs to be better there. But again, he's 22 years old, so he can always improve. Marking 15, heading not so good. That's why I'm a bit like, is he going to be good enough in the box as a centre back? And first touch is alright. Jumping across to mentality, composure 9. But then again, that will come with age of being more composed, more experienced. And then positioning 14, which is pretty good, and vision 11. But just some standout ones there is his leadership, teamwork and work rate, which, if I'm honest, I love those 3 stats. He's physical, really, really great for this position. The key ones are jumping reach and strength, but he does carry a little bit of pace about himself and acceleration. But again, his best stat is natural fitness. He is going to run around all day long, especially with the stamina, and he's got good agility. We then bring in Gabriel Vasquez from Tottenham. He's 25 years old. He is from Chile. He's actually a Chilean international. He's on £73,000 a week, and he is gonna be a new right winger inside forward. As I've already said, that we brought him in from Tottenham, but we did pay a £11 million fee. Didn't really ever get going with Tottenham. His performance looked pretty poor, but he did go on loan at Everton, dropped down to the Championship, played 28 games, scored 2 and got a 7.07 average rating. Looking at his attributes of where we're going to play him, as I said, inside forward attack. He's got great dribbling, 15, finishing could be better. So he's gonna cut inside, have a shot, and it's most likely gonna miss. But then again, his long shots are a little bit better with 11. His first touch is good and he's got great technique. Mentality, he's got good flair and composure's okay and work rate's okay, but standout ones again is his flair, his aggression. He's a very aggressive player. Don't know if we get too many bookings because obviously we tackle hard and we press hard. That's how we play. Physicality, he's quite quick with acceleration and pace being 15 and 14, and he's got good agility. So he's going to be really good on that ball, dribbling, getting forward, and then what's his end product going to be like, because his crossing is not even that good either. We will have to see. Now, my next 2 signings are both free transfers, and we have brought in a bit of experience. I think they're both 33 years old, around that age. We will go into it in a minute. It's a bit of a weird one because we are at the moment in the year 2024, and in game we're in the year of 2035, and we bring in players like this who are currently youngsters, proving their worth, and they're actually performing really well for their clubs and maybe country, bit part. It's just interesting. Let's go see who we've brought in. So we brought in Cole Palmer, and we'll go through his history in a second because I think you'll be quite interested. Actually, he hasn't turned into the great player that he's currently being. But anyway, he's 33 years old. He's had no international caps. He's only had 14 under 21 caps, scored 4 goals, and he's on 19.25k a week. Now, he's going to be a backup player, so is my next player that we're going to go into, but let's just quickly jump to his history. So we know that he played for Man City, then he went to Chelsea, 40 million. He played 13 games for Chelsea, didn't play that well. And then the season after, he played 1 game. Season after, he played nothing. And then Wolves signed him for 12.5 million. Down here in Championship, played 6.98, scored 3 goals, assisted 2, 39 games. Still not that great. Like the expectation for potential Cole Palmer has, just not performing, right? And then he had 4 seasons, around 4 seasons. Wolves got promoted to a Premier Division, played 1 season, half a season in Premiership, played okay, and then they just didn't play him. They loaned him out to Montpellier, played 4 games. Again, didn't quite work out. Then he went to Serie A with Cagliari, played a few games in the first season again, pretty much every game, didn't play that well. And then second season, he had 2 full seasons, just didn't do that well, got worse. Then played 8 games, got sold that season to Torino in 2032, 3.5 million, played 8 games, finished off that season. Then next season he played 20 games, again didn't play that well. Then last season he went to Galatasaray on loan, played 25 games, scored 7, and finally he's performing okay. So I thought, you know what, I need the experience, I need squad players, because it's something that we were talking about in our last video where we're going to make improvements. I've got a good core 11, it's for squad. It's just if I get injuries, who's going to fulfill in, and Cole Palmer can play in the centre, right, left, striker. It's just handy to have. I think I'm going to play him as a inside forward right. He is left footed, so you can cut in with that left foot, which is really, really good. So we know how he's performed through his career so far. What's he going to offer us in his stats? Dribbling 9, finishing 13, first touch 13, technique 16, dribbling 9. I think Cole Palmer got a good dribble in real life. When did that drop down so much? I'm not too sure about that one. But okay, and he's 33, he's got plenty of experience. I think he's going to be good for us. And then we've got mentality. I mean, he's got 15 in flair, and then everything else low greens there. Physicality, all low greens, nothing jumps out. I don't know, this one is a big unknown. I brought him in maybe for his namesake, but he's doing so well last season and this season, who knows. Then another free transfer. Curtis Jones is 34 years old. If I said to you Curtis Jones and Cole Palmer I've signed at Hemel Hempstead, you'd be like, oh wow, amazing, they're doing great at the moment, they must be fantastic in the future of the game. No, unfortunately it's one of them. We'll go through his history in a minute, but his wage, I'm only paying 27,000 a week. So, I mean, low wages, 19,000 for Cole Palmer and 27,000 for Curtis Jones. This is great. The only difference about Curtis Jones is that he has played for England 4 times. If you play for game now, Curtis Jones is going to give you a 6.97, over 27 games. He scored 6 goals, so that's pretty good. The season after, he played 28 games, 6.94, 4 goals. 2025, 26, 21 goals, 1 goal. It started slipping up for him. And then he started not playing for Liverpool that much, become very bit part. I don't think they was expecting more maybe. And then they loaned him out for 1.1 million to Sevilla. He played 29 games, got 7 assists, 3 goals, 3 player of matches, and got a 7.19. Pretty good. Went back to Liverpool, played 27 games, scored 5, played 6.97. Not bad. Liverpool, 27 games, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7.29. Amazing. I'd be well happy with that. I wouldn't want to lose that player. And then it was that same season. Yeah, he played a few games with Liverpool, was doing really well. Got snapped up by Blue Neri. That's Inter Milan. Signed him for 32 million and he played 21 games and got 7.08. Not bad. And then second season, it all started going pear-shaped for him. But it's okay because Man United came to his rescue, brought him back to a Premiership, paid 20.5 million, played only 4 games. Season after, 2 games, and then he's come to us. So I will probably have him play inside forward left. cut in with his right foot, which will be really good. But he can play central midfield, but we don't have centre midfielders, we have defence midfielders, so he could always drop back into that role if needed. But then again, his tackling's 9 and I need ball winning players there. For his inside forward attributes, he is pretty good technically, with dribbling being 12, finishing 11, first touch 15 and technique 15. So actually comparing to Cole Palmer, that is pretty good, happy with that. And then his mentality is fantastic. Anticipation 15, composure 16, flair 15, off the ball 15, work rate 13. That's brilliant for a squad player. And then what lets him down is his physicality is not that great. Acceleration, agility 9. Ooh, balance 12, okay, he's got a bit of balance on the ball. Pace and stamina 8. Oh, he's not going to last long. Wouldn't want one of my first teamers to get injured and he has to play all the time. That would not be good. But off the bench, he could be an impactful player. So I'm happy with the signing. Our next signing, we have gone and spent a little bit of money. Well, actually, we've gone and spent £20 million, which is, again, quite big money for us. We are a very small club in a very big league. That's how I see it. Anyway, we are definitely still well overachieving for what we are capable of. Anyway, we have brought in Robert, a Brazilian 22-year-old. He has got an international cap under his name already, and we are paying £35,500 a week, and he plays left back. We signed him from Bournemouth, where he played for them for a few seasons. They've actually ended up getting relegated to the Championship, so we snapped up the heels of bringing in this youngster. He's got a lot of potential, very excited for him. Bournemouth did buy him from Brazilian club ATP for 8.75 million, so they got a bit of profit for him. I'm very excited. Let's go have a look at his stats. So as a wing back attack, his attributes are great in crossing 15, dribbling 14, first touch 12, passing 12, tackling 11, technique 14. I'm not too bothered about the tackling and marking being one of his lowest ones there, because I want him to get forward. If he gets beaten on the ball, I don't care, because we're all about press, hard tackle, get the ball and press, attack. And these are the type of players that you want in your team. You don't want to sit back and defend with a player like this. Mentality, pretty okay where it's needed. It's all green, which is good, but for bright green ones, top stats for him is got a bit of aggression, which we like because we play like that. Determination, again, really good. And bravery, that ticks boxes for me. It might not be key stats there for this, but for our tactic of how we play, that is brilliant. And then physicality, all green, with 2 standout stats there of his agility 17 and stamina 16. Last signing of our transfer window, and that is Manuel Moya. He is 22 years old and he is another Chilean international that we've brought in. He is on £39,000 a week, and we signed him for £7 million from Newcastle, whereas Newcastle only had him for a season. He's actually only played 1 game for Newcastle, but our scouting team said, look at this player, he is pretty good, he's not getting game time, we can get him for pretty cheap. I looked at his stats, I liked it, I needed it inside forward left. Unfortunately, he's left footed, I would have preferred it inside forward left with right, but I couldn't turn down this opportunity to give this player a go. And good news is that we signed him for 7 million and he's already worth nearly 20 million in a market estimation value. His attributes for inside forward attack is dribbling 12, first touch 13, finishing again, a bit like Cole Palmer. He's going to cut inside, have a crack, and it might not be that good. But what helps balance it a little bit is that he's got 13 long shots. His passing's really good on 15 and technique 16. Mentality ticks the box on anticipation, so he's going to be involved. Composure is really good, so he's going to be calm with the ball. Probably good on decisions. Yep, 13 on decisions, so that's good as well. Determined player, got a little bit of flair about him, and he's okay on his work rate. Physicality, he's not the fastest player by acceleration, but he's got good pace, so he's gonna maintain speed of that pace, but get into that pace, he's going to be a little bit slow. That's fine. That is absolutely fine, because he is good with the ball, agility, balance, amazing. So when he turns, it's going to be good, and his stamina is pretty good, so you can just keep on running that line all day long. So just some quick highlights of players going out. We have loaned Patrick Barfell out to Millwall for the season. We've got £150,000 for that. Brilliant, but that gives him good experience with a division down. He's not ready for the Premiership, but he still has good potential. We've sold our experienced defence midfielder, Fabio Vieira. Yeah, fair enough, he was getting us some names on shirts, some merchandise sales for us. To be fair, I don't think I was ever going to play him again. And then we sold to Valladolid. I always thought it was Valladolid, I don't know why. We sold Domenico at defence centre. Again, you look at their stats and go, yeah, that's not good enough for a Premiership. But anyway, we got £300,000 for him. Happy with that. And then we sold to a Saudi Arabian club, Al Rahidir, Alex Tremble, our left back. Hence why we had to bring in Robert, which we brought him in for 20 million. And we sold Alex Tremble for 21 million with future fees going up to 25.5 million. Then for 4 million, we sold Jordan Moyens to Derby. Definitely good physical stats, good dribbling, but that's about it. And I don't think I played him much all last season. Just wasn't performing. Another old player we got rid of is Antonio Blanco. Don't forget, we brought in those two experienced players, Cole Palmer, Curtis Jones. So we're not really losing too much experience there. And then for 8 million, we lose club legend. You would have heard me talk about it in the last few videos. Jordan Ledwards just wasn't good enough anymore for us. He's done the job. He's hit the capacity, for roof of his potential. He is not a Premiership player, Championship max, and he's off to Norwich. I wish him well and thank you for your service. Well, that's it for today's video. Hopefully we've done enough in the summer transfer window. Well, let's see in the next one, where we will go through our match highlights and see how we are progressing in the first stage of the season. If you like this video, you know what you need to do. Hit the like button. If you'd like to continue watching content like this, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you on the next one.